Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today for another HOORAY art video. Today's video will be focused on the artist and artwork of Japanese artist Yoyoi Kusama. I will also be giving some student shoutouts for kids that sent me artwork, and at the end of the video I will be taking you through a step-by-step process of creating your own Kusama-inspired work, so stick around. Yoyoi Kusama is a Japanese installation artist. She is 91 years old and still is making art today. Installation art is art that is installed usually on a large scale at a museum or place where people like you and me can actually interact with the artwork. So that's pretty cool. Along with being an amazing installation artist, at the age of 91, Kusama is also known for her sculptures, paintings, performance art, film, fashion, and poetry. She is one busy artist. What she is most known for today are her immersive infinity rooms. Many museums around the world, including the Toledo Museum of Art here in Ohio, have housed one of her infinity rooms. So let's look at some examples. Her infinity rooms are rooms covered with mirrors on the walls and ceilings, which make her colorful, often polka-dotted sculptures appear as if they go on forever. Love is Calling had colorful tentacle-like sculptures, while All the Eternal Love I Have for Pumpkins has large yellow and black polka-dotted pumpkins. And Fireflies on the Water has a reflective water floor along with the mirrored walls and ceilings with suspended colorful lights, which make the room appear as if you are immersed in millions of fireflies. This installation was at the Toledo Museum of Art here in Ohio earlier this year. In just a bit, I will be showing you how to create a drawing inspired by her Love is Calling infinity room, but first, let's check out some of student artwork that has been sent to me. Grayson in third grade sent me an awesome Andy Goldsworthy inspired artwork using sticks as lines, and I love that yellow flower that you used as well, Grayson. Chloe in second grade sent me an awesome continuous line project. Nice job using your name in bubble letters. Elena in kindergarten made a beautiful Goldsworthy inspired artwork using grass, some sticks, and some beautiful yellow flowers too. Colton in sixth grade made an awesome graffiti spray can. Great use of value. Colton, I love your background too. Grant in kindergarten made an awesome continuous line project using a lot of geometric shapes like triangles, squares, and ovals. Kennedy in sixth grade made a continuous line project too. Nice job using your bubble letter K to represent your name, Kennedy. Braylon in third grade made a continuous line. I love that organic blob shape in green that you did, Braylon. Peyton in first grade made a continuous line project. I like how she used some patterns inside some of her shapes too, which was a neat spin on that. Scarlett in kindergarten, great continuous line. I love how your circle ended up looking like the kind of like the earth with that green and blue that you used. And Zane and Jace, brother duo, made a awesome Goldsworthy inspired piece using some rocks and leaves. Thanks for sending those in. Now let's create our own colorful drawing version of Kusama's Love is Calling installation. For this project, you will need paper, pencil, a paper towel, and crayons and markers. So gather up those supplies and get ready to create. So first, turn your paper horizontally so it's long ways left and right, and use your pencil first to start your drawing. At the bottom of your paper, you're going to make small marks with your pencil like you see here. You're going to make 6 marks, and you can space them however you want along the bottom of your paper. Then what you're going to be doing is also doing the same thing along the top. You also need to make 6 marks along the top. And they can be spaced differently too. Doesn't have to be the same spacing that you did at the bottom. Then what you're going to do is you're going to start connecting those marks. So the first mark at the bottom, you're going to use a curvy line to connect to the first line at the top. Then connect a curvy line from the second mark at the bottom to the second line at the top, and continuing on to your third line, your fourth line, and so on. And you don't have to have them all be the same. The curves can be different, but make sure you're always connecting the one at the bottom that corresponds with the one at the top. And you should have something that looks like this. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get some different color crayons. You're going to use 3 different color crayons. I've chosen a turquoise, a light green, and an orange. In my first section that I created, I'm going to make some polka dots. And these polka dots can be different sizes, and you should be pressing pretty hard with your crayon so that they're nice and dark. But notice how some of them are bigger, some are smaller, some are even going right against the edge. They do not cross over into the next section though. In this next section, I use my light green to also do the same process. Then my next color in my pattern is orange. So I'm going to again color different circles of different sizes, spacing them out. Putting more space between them is going to help you color later when you start using the markers. If you're using your circles and polka dots too close together, it might be harder to color around them. So notice how I'm leaving some good amount of white space between them. After I finish with my 3 colors, as you can see, I'm just repeating my pattern. So I'm going back to turquoise, then the light green again, then the orange, and then I have one more section here. So I'm going to create another turquoise pattern just like I did on the start of my paper. Coloring them in nice and dark, and then I'm going to get my 3 markers. I'm choosing purple, red, and blue, but you can use whatever colors you want, just like you can use whatever crayons you want. You're also going to need a paper towel just in case your marker covers up your crayon a little bit. A tissue will also work too. So my first color I'm going to do in my first section over my turquoise is purple, so I outline the pencil line, and I'm going to color it in a little bit at a time. I'm going to try my best to color around my circles, okay? Not going over them. If I do go over them, that's where the paper towel and tissue will come in. My next color I'm going to use is my orange marker, so I'm going to outline that with orange, and then, with red there, and I'm going to do that. But as you notice there, my red color covered my green, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my tissue or paper towel just to wipe it off real quick. If you wait too long, it might set over the crayon. But if you accidentally go over your crayon a little bit too much, just wipe it with a tissue or paper towel, and it should wipe it off a little bit. You might still see some of the color there, but again, as you're seeing here, I'm coloring over that that orange circle with my blue marker intentionally. So I'm going to wipe it off real quick, and as you can see again, you're going to still see that blue a little bit, but it does show the orange a lot better than what it did when I originally colored it. So what you're going to try to do is try your best to color around your circles. What you can do here, what I'm doing with my purple, is outlining my circles and then coloring them in. By outlining them first, then it's going to help me stay outside of those circles. But again, if you accidentally cover up a polka dot, just wipe it off and you should end up with an awesome, inspired Love is Calling work like this. And for this project, just make sure you use whatever colors you want. You should have 3 crayons and 3 markers, and just do your best to make some nice curvy line sections connecting those little marks at the top and bottom, and then color hard with the crayon, and then try to color around the polka dots with your markers. If you make your own version of Love is Calling, snap a picture of it and send it to me if you are one of my students. And until next time, stay positive, always inspire, show creativity, and always be the best version of yourself. Please share this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave any comments or questions for me down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great day.